Welcome to Google. I'm going to teach you how to Google. Now, that may seem like a very basic question, but let's just get started. So, first off, you can see here I've gone to google.com and I go ahead and I have something I can type in here. They got some fancy thing over here where you can search by your voice. That's not something you really need to spend your time on. You don't really need to look at feeling lucky. That just takes you to like the best result that they think. Don't do that. And don't even click this button. All you need to do is type in here. So I'm going to type in, I want to look at some cute dogs. So I'm going to type cute dogs. So here I've seen that they start giving me these options that I can click on. So I can either press down with my mouse, or sorry, down with my keyboard and hit enter, or I can drag my mouse down and click on one of these. So I'm going to go ahead and click on cute dogs and cats. And then boom, I've got some pictures. Now you'll see here that I've got some things that Google's kind of promoting towards me. Then I've got, a list of other things below. And then I have some list of related searches. So these are things that are similar searches. So let's say I'm searching for how to cut down a tree, maybe another search would be how to cut down a big tree or how to cut down a redwood. So I can look at other searches. And then over here, I have more pages of search results. Now, so this is pretty simple. And then also I can see over here, this is all the search results. And then now we go over to images, shopping. This is just kind of freaky. News and more. So there's a bunch of different things I can filter by. So the way that it works is, let's say if you hear something that just happened. Let's say there was a fire in Marin County. If I do fire Marin County, this is a definition of like all the fires. There's a little bit of news here, but if I want to find something that I knew is like a news article, I want to click on news, and now all of a sudden it's filtered to news stories about it. Or if I want to do images, this isn't about a specific fire. This is like the fire trucks or like fire departments of Marin County. So one of the first things you need to do is figuring out like on what you're searching for. So if I want to do, fire Marin County, and I want to find a news article, I should probably click on news. Or if I want to get an image, let's say of a cat, let's say cat. If I want an image, I can, need to click on images over here or videos to really get a good videos of a cat. Now, the next thing, this is kind of some fancy stuff, is let's go look over this cat. Let's say I want a big picture of a cat. I go into images, and these are all the different types of cats here. But if I want a big image, I have to actually go into settings. I have to go to search settings. Oh, actually, let's go back to that. Tools. There we go. And I can select the size of the image that I'm looking for. So these are all large images, which means they're like big. They're like, so this is 1200 by 1199. That's basically the size of this whole screen. So it's got good definition of image that can be blown up. But if I go over here and I go to a small, like an icon-sized image, these are tiny images. These are 256. Let's see this one, 256. So they're much smaller. They're like 50th the size. Next thing that's very helpful is kind of complex searches. So the way that Google works is it looks around the internet for links to different pages. And let's say if you have a link to a page that says, and like the link of text says, best cat video ever, and then you link to this, the result of the link, or like where the link's pointing to is a video. Google thinks that you think that that's the best cat video ever. So therefore, if I search best cat video ever, Google would return the video. Now let's see if you're trying to find a person. If you type, let's say like Matt Swanson, Seattle. Let's see, there's a Matt Swanson, Seattle. So this is pretty cool. Let's say if I'm trying to find an old friend, type their name and their city, or the city that I think they're in, and something pulls up. So let's see here. So I've got Matt Swanson, Washington. So WA is for Washington. So I could write that whole thing out, or I can just type WA. And you can see here, this changed the results because this word Washington is in the title of this page. So Matt Swanson and Washington is in the page. But now, watch this. Let's see if I do this. If I do Swanson, Washington, that's in quotation marks. That means that they actually want both of these words next to each other, like in this exact format. Not like we want Swanson somewhere on the page and then Washington somewhere on the page. We want both of them. So basically what you can do is you can do something like, Matt Swanson, or let's say here, there it is, best cheese, Wisconsin. And let's try this. And that didn't change much. Anyways, something to play around with is to use the quotation marks in your search for an exact search, which means you'd use this together. So that's mostly how you Google. Oh, actually, let's do one more thing. New car. You see here, let's say here, I want to buy an, let's see here, new refrigerator. Let's say I want to buy a refrigerator. You see here, these are all ads, okay? So basically, if you look for things on Google, they will have something called sponsored on it, and that means that it's an ad. So pretty much ignore those. Those are basically people selling bad things to you, and what you really want to do is the ones that are the organic search results. Those are the much more higher quality ones. So again, look out for things that say sponsored or ads. Don't click on them. Okay, that's it. Thanks so much. Bye.